The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I am on the Ocean Alexander 112. Obviously, a premium level entertainment platform. Let's take a look at where we'll be entertaining up to 10 guests. Of course, we have the swim platform covered in teak, comes out 5 feet from the transom. Now, the center of the platform, Ocean Alexander calls the transformer, and it gives them a new take on the concept of the teak beach. Take a look. Now, this has a lift capacity of 2,160 pounds, so it can easily be used to launch a tender or a PWC. Now, as we come up into the aft deck, well, this is really where the entertainment will begin. We have a C-shaped settee wrapping around a pedestal table with 2 deck chairs just ahead. Plenty of open space for gathering even more people. And of course, just ahead, we have a wet bar with granite countertops, sink, refrigerator, and a TV just above. Now, since we're on the exterior, let's continue with our exterior tour on the boat deck. Certainly a lot of entertainment space here. Deck chairs going across the stern, but we're referring to this as a boat deck because it can certainly be used to store a dinghy. Over to the port-hand side, there's a 3,000-pound capacity steelhead crane. Size-wise, just behind the rails, we've got 8 feet fore and aft, across 19 feet. Using it as a lounging area, we have removable bimini tops both aft and forward. And as we come forward, the entertainment continues. A C-shaped sofa to the starboard side surrounds a beautifully finished teak pedestal table, plenty of room for more chairs, and I love the open space. Wet bar over to the port-hand side includes an electric grill, refrigerator, freezer, sink, and plenty of open counter space. And there's one more level of entertaining just above, stairs accessed on the port side. From this elevated platform, we've got a great view sitting at the wraparound sofa surrounding 2 pedestal tables. Just ahead of all of this, 2 sun pads flanking a 4-person jacuzzi. Of course, this can all be swapped out for another operating station. This is what this owner decided to go with. So that takes care of the exterior. Now let's move on to the interior, and we'll begin with the main deck, 2 decks below. Before we move inside, look at this door, stainless steel frame, and it's huge. 4 feet 10 inches by 6 feet 5 inches. It opens automatically at the touch of a button, but of course if your arms are full and you can't reach the button, there's a foot switch just below that will allow the door to open. Once it's in the open position, it will stay there for up to 5 seconds while people walk through, and then it will automatically close again. Now, if people are in the way as it starts closing, there are sensors so that it will tell that someone's in the way and open up again. Now, let's move inside. To me, it's really the interior where the Ocean Alexander's luxury really starts to shine through. We've got large windows that not only give us great visibility, it gives us good visibility to the horizon from the seated position, and that's very important for people that are more land-based. The open and airy feel continues with the 6 foot 10 inches of overhead clearance, and just look at all of the treatments, the recessed lighting in the overhead, the fabric overhead. This L-shaped sofa is complemented by the 2 freestanding chairs, giving us a conversational atmosphere, and I do like how there isn't a central TV area that is taking up the focal point of the room. However, when you do have kids on board, I know you do need a TV, and there is one. From the ceiling drops down a 60-inch 4K flat-screen TV. Moving just ahead to the dining area, the focal point, this beautifully finished teak table with very intricate inlay work. Just to the starboard side, we've got a buffet area with counter flanking a stainless steel sink, and underneath, a wine cooler and a refrigerator. Just ahead is our day head. One of the many appealing traits on the Ocean Alexander 112 is that it can accommodate so many more people than its normal 10-person capacity, especially for entertaining, and that is exemplified right over here. This not only gives us a good view of the side of the boat, but easy access to all the side decks, makes a great place to hang out. And over to the starboard side, we have another opening door to the side deck. While it crosses the line between the entertainment aspect and the crew area, let's talk about the galley, which is just ahead of the dining area. Because we're still straddling that line between guests and crew, we have access to the side deck to keep out of the guest areas. Moving into the galley, we've got high-end appliances, ice maker, microwave oven, trash compactor, double basin stainless sink with high-end fixtures, dishwasher, oven, and ceramic cooktop. A refrigerator freezer just opposite a more casual dining area. And just ahead, a pantry that goes very deep. The entertainment aspects continue up above on the next deck, but to get there, take a look at this beautiful staircase. Stainless steel, curving. This is really an Ocean Alexander trademark. So let's take a look up above. Here we have the Sky Lounge that seems to be more focused on casual gatherings. Let's take a look at some of the details. We can seamlessly blend the inside and the outside to the Sky Lounge, but with the door closed off, we have a much more intimate gathering area. Over to the right-hand side, we've got a bit of a wet bar with a sink, serving area, storage, and an ice maker. Over to the left-hand side, we've got bottle storage and a wine locker. Just ahead, we have an L-shaped sofa wrapping around a beautifully finished teak table. Two freestanding chairs just across. This makes a nice intimate gathering area. A 60-inch flat screen on the forward bulkhead. And over to the opposite side, what seems to be a nice little card table. And just ahead is the day head. Now, obviously we have another door here, but this one goes to the bridge deck, but that'll be another video. There's one more gathering area. This boat is equipped with a Portuguese bridge, so fully forward, we have a beautiful spot to relax with the captain's view. Now that we've taken care of the entertainment aspects of the Ocean Alexander 112, let's look at where we'll be accommodating our 10 guests. We'll start with what to me is the most impressive aspect of the accommodations area, the master stateroom. Back on the main deck, understand that when I say I'm very impressed with the master stateroom, that's from a context of having been aboard a lot of yachts. Ocean Alexander really did a great job with this master, and here's why. It is on the main deck, and it's full beam, and gives you a beautiful view that is normally reserved for the captain. To starboard, there is a mirror, lighted vanity, beautiful visibility, all the blinds are electric. To the port hand side, there's an L-shaped settee wrapping around a small table. In the center, a beam-mounted king-size berth. When it comes time to watch TV while you're in bed, 48-inch 4K video comes down from the ceiling. It gets even better. Right here in the center, we've got a companionway going down to the master head. As we make our way down the stairs, immediately to port and starboard, his and her walk-in closets. The deck transitions from marble to padded carpeting. And notice how all the drawers are not only lighted, but they're cedar. And up above, a beautiful skylight. As we continue forward, to starboard, we have a shower, marble surround, tile flooring, seat, plenty of storage. To the opposite side is the water closet with the head and a bidet. And still further forward, we have sinks to both port and starboard with lighted mirrors just above and a whirlpool bath in between. And since there's a high likelihood that we'll be in the head in bare feet, the entire marble floor is heated. As beautiful and luxurious as this is, and I love the layout, one thing bothers me, because that's what I do, I find things that bother me. I'm not going to get up in the middle of the night and go downstairs when nature calls, but Ocean Alexander thought of that. Right next to the berth is a day head. So while the owners may have the utmost in luxury on board the Ocean Alexander 112, the guests don't have it too badly. Let's take a look. On this level, there are 4 staterooms, 2 forward and 2 aft. The forward staterooms are double berths, the aft staterooms are queen-size berths, and each stateroom is a mirror image of the one across the hall from it. So let's start our tour by looking at the aft queen-size stateroom. For starters, in this stateroom we have a queen-size berth mounted athwartships with the headboard up against the hull side windows. Forward, we have a vanity with lighted mirror, TV on the bulkhead. There's a settee just alongside, and over here we have a walk-in closet with the same lighted cedar drawers that we saw in the master stateroom, and there's also a safe for the guests. All of these staterooms are en suite. There's no showering a head on the Ocean Alexander 112. Here, the head is just abaft, walk-in shower with a hull side window, mirror with lights on the side, vessel sink, plenty of storage underneath. Bed directly across the hall, this stateroom is a mirror image of the first. If you fancy a drink in the middle of the night, you don't have to go all the way up to the galley. There's a refrigerator right here. As we make our way forward, well, here's a nice Ocean Alexander touch. Night lighting at deck level. So we'll take a look at the twin berth staterooms now. Let's start by looking to starboard. We have 2 single berths, hull side windows for plenty of natural light coming in, plus we have plenty of artificial light as well. Just ahead, hanging locker, all cedar lined. And just ahead, ensuite head with a walk-in shower. Let's take a look at what's behind the door. TV against the bulkhead, a vanity with lighted mirror.
And I have to say that I'm quite impressed with the joinery work that we're seeing throughout. A lot of time and attention to detail is self-evident in all this work. The air conditioning vents are integrated into the curving molding that surrounds the fabric ceiling.
And again, just across the hall, a mirror image. Clearly, we're looking at a yacht that's capable of entertaining her guests on a grand scale, and that is my look at how people are entertained on the Ocean Alexander 112. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.